Today I want to talk about how to start things again, because I've been putting off making videos for a while. I just kind of fell out of the habit, and I've been thinking I should probably do some more of those. And as with everything, you can overthink it and put it off. So I thought I'd make that the theme of today. And you can apply this to anything really, of course. You know, exercise, healthy habits, having green smoothies in the morning, starting the diet, whatever it is. Something that you know is going to be helpful and make you feel better, but you just need to get in the rhythm of it again. So you're going to break it down into decide then execute, meaning separate the planning and the doing of it. Secondly, break it down into small chunks. And thirdly, have a time frame. Right, so what do I mean by decide then execute? It's really helpful to separate the planning part of any project or anything that you're doing from the actual doing of it, because then when you've made the decisions, you don't question that anymore. That's done. I mean, yeah, you can be flexible, but basically don't keep second guessing yourself. Just decide what you're going to do. For example, and put a day and a time to it as well. Like I've decided with making videos that whenever I'm in the clinic, if I've got a free slot between patients, say 20 minutes, half an hour like now, then I'm going to make a video about something. So I'm just going to get in the routine of that. And also at the end of my morning shift now at work, I go for a 30-minute walk. So now I've just decided to do that. So when it's the end of the morning shift, I go for a 30-minute walk and I feel really good because it helps me it's really good for, you know, weight control and energy and de-stressing and relaxation and all that stuff. So even, you know, simple things like that make a difference. But just deciding when you're going to do it and deciding exactly what you're going to do takes the stress off, right, on these days. Sometimes it's helpful to actually block it out in the calendar as well. So if you're going to go to the gym or do some exercise or do some meditation or whatever, literally block it out in your diary so that that owns that space, that time. Otherwise, it's just going to get filled by other people's priorities and other things that come up during the day. So just block it out, and then it's easier to schedule. It's a weight off your mind. You know you're going to do it. It also prioritizes it, which is what it needs. So decide when and where you're going to do this thing, whatever it is. Green smoothie in the morning, healthy lunch, go for a walk, go to the gym, do some yoga, whatever. And then prepare, so make it easy for yourself. So it's about reducing the friction. For example, if you want to go to the gym, pack your gym bag and leave it in the car so you've got no excuse because your gym bag's ready to go. Or, you know, get your trainers out in the morning if you want to go for a run, or get all your green smoothie stuff out and, you know, lay it out on the kitchen counter so when you come downstairs it's just right there. All these things make it more enjoyable and just reduce the friction and just make it easier. And again, you just kind of get into that routine, get into that habit. Like I say, so preparing things, leaving, you know, your clothes out the night before, stuff like that really, really helps. Also, break it down into small chunks. So if you're planning to do something and you're feeling a bit overwhelmed by it, think about the smallest possible thing that you could do. For example, I want to start running, I'd like to do a 5K, but I don't know when I'm going to do it, blah, blah, blah. All you need to do is find your trainers, literally. Find your trainers, where are they? And leave them by the door. The next thing you need to do is find your running gear, etc. And then the next thing is just block a time to do it. So just do the smallest, simplest little thing. You know, just go and buy some healthy food next time you're in the shops, and then you've got it. And then that's it. You know, you've planned your next meal. You know what you're going to do. So break it down into small chunks, and that way you don't think about it so much because it's all about action, not overthinking. And the third thing is set a time frame for it as well, because I find if I tell myself I'm going to do something for I'm going to go for a walk every day for the next 2 weeks, obviously I'd like to continue it beyond that, but it just gives it a finite kind of plan. It gives it a deadline. And doing that makes me more likely to do it. So decide what you're doing, make it easy for yourself, decide the days and times that you're going to do it, and make it easy for yourself, like getting stuff out the night before or prepping food, having it in boxes, putting it in the fridge. So it just takes the decision making out of it. Block out chunks in your calendar, break it down into small chunks, and then set a time frame for it. And also, don't worry about doing it imperfectly. Like, I feel like this video is imperfect because I've been rambling on a bit. But that's the whole thing. When you start doing something again, it's going to be imperfect, and that doesn't matter. What matters is getting started and then doing it consistently. I hope that's helpful. If you've got any questions, give us a shout. See you soon.